Good evening, Norcal Karters. Jason's back, and it's Monday, April 5th. And in this episode, we're covering the upcoming events that affect Northern California kart racers. And for those of you that may have missed it, we had an interview this morning with Sonny Cervelli. Recently, he was appointed the Director of Operations for local NorCal karting team, GFC Karting. And so we spent about a half an hour with Sonny, just catching up with him, talking about kind of where he started and his new role with GFC Karting. So if you missed it, you could go to our podcast either at norcalkarters.com, or you can find us on your favorite podcast player by searching Norcal Karters with a K, Norcal Karters, and have a listen to that interview. So let's get to it. A lot of racing going on, which is fantastic. Excuse me. So we're already in April, and I already mentioned the interview we had with Sonny Cervelli this morning. And traditionally on Monday evenings, I try to do the podcast for the schedule. And so let's get to it. So this coming weekend, we have 3 races on the Norcal Karters calendar. Again, you can find the calendar at norcalkarters.com. Click on the kart calendar link. So this weekend, we have the KPX season opener. That's a Saturday-Sunday event. And this weekend is also NCK Road Racing. So NCK, they are one of our sponsors. Their website is nckroadracing.com. And they have an event in Las Vegas, and that is at Speed Vegas. And we had Mark Morrison on last week highlighting the event. He actually gave out a couple of discount codes, so you have to listen to the podcast to find out how to get the discounted entry. Now, keep in mind that discounted entry ends today. So you need to check the podcast out. And again, Mark Morrison, it was towards the end of the podcast, mentioned how to get a discount for the Speed Vegas event. And their registration closes tonight. And recently, NCK has switched over to Motorsports Reg to make it easier for you racers out there. So this weekend, the NCK guys are traveling to Las Vegas and hitting the Speed Vegas circuit for the second time. And also this weekend is the Shasta Kart Club. They have an event this weekend as well. So this weekend, April 10th and the 11th, KPX, NCK Road Racers, and the Shasta Kart Club. That's happening this weekend. And then next Monday, we hope to have another podcast coming to you on Monday for the upcoming events. Again, all of this can be found at norcalkarters.com. But I have had some feedback. People appreciate the podcast where they can kind of play it in the background, and it's a nice little reminder of upcoming events. All right, April 17th and 18th, very busy weekend for Northern California karting. We have CCKRA, which is a Central California Kart Racing Association. They have round number 2 at Buttonwillow, and that is taking place on April 17th and 18th. And again, you can go to norcalkarters.com. You can click on CCKRA. It'll open up the description field, and you can go directly to their website for their schedule, rules, the classes they offer. But their website is cckra.com, and you can access that directly from norcalkarters.com from our calendar page. So CCKRA will be at Buttonwillow on the 17th and 18th of April. We also have GFC Karting. Looks like they will be at Rock Sonoma for race number 2. So GFC Karting, the reason we're mentioning a team is they sent us a check. They said we want to be on your calendar. And GFC Karting will be in attendance for the Sonoma Rok Cup event. Again, Sonoma Rok Cup, race number 2. That's at Sonoma Raceway, and that is taking place April 17th and the 18th. And let's see here. Prairie City Karting, which is pckarting.com. Again, I'm mentioning their website address because they are also a sponsor. pckarting.com. And they have their 4-stroke weekend coming up. And I need to go ahead and I need to edit my calendar because I have the 80 shifters on the 4-stroke weekend. I talked to Donald yesterday, and they are moving the 80cc shifter group. They are moving them to the 2-stroke weekends. So make notes. If you're listening to this and you're an 80cc racer, the Prairie City track has decided to move the 80cc shifter group over to the 2-stroke weekend. So, April 17th and 18th, Prairie City, 4-stroke weekend. Again, more information can be found at pckarting.com. And we had already talked about the Sonoma Rok Cup. I don't have them on here twice, but since I mentioned gfckarting.com, it was kind of redundant. But round number 2, Sonoma Rok Cup, April 17th and 18th. Their website, sanzarukarting.com. Again, Sanzaru, SANZARU, karting.com. They have their second round, April 17th and the 18th. And for those of you that are new to the podcast, if I'm mentioning websites and specifics about an event, it's because they're sponsors of Norcal Karters, and they send me a small check each year to have the added details added to their events. So when you go to norcalkarters.com, you click on the calendar, you go to an event. If you click on it and it's kind of blank or not much information, everyone gets a free listing. But then the tracks that have actually paid extra money, or the promoters, we add their website link, we add a description in the description field, and any relevant information that may help the racers. So again, Rock Sonoma, their website, sanzarukarting.com. And they are happening April 17th and the 18th. And let's see here. Northern Nevada Kart Club, race number 1. So some of you might be asking, like, well, why are we talking about Northern Nevada Kart Club on Norcal Karters? So Norcal Karters is just a generic name for a region. Reno has always been a very strong supporter of kart racing action in Northern California, and they've sent over the years many racers over the hill to participate in the Northern California Racing Series. So it's kind of just an extension of Norcal Karters. So NNKC Reno.com, that is Northern Nevada Kart Club. They have their first race of 2021 taking place on April 18th. And again, their website is NNKCReno.com. And joining them for their first race will be the limited 125 shifter group of NorCal. And for some of you, that may be a new group. Basically, it's just a group of 125 guys headed up by my friend Henry Damus. And he basically wanted to emulate the same thing the 80 guys are doing. Just a group of 125 guys. So whether you have a Honda, stock or built, an ICC, a Vortex Rock, whatever. As long as it's 125cc and you find yourself as a club guy without really a place to race, check out Henry's group. If you go to norcalkarters.com, click on Limited 125 Shifter of NorCal, click on that event link, and we have a link that will take you to the Facebook group on Facebook. So that is that group, and again, they are heading to Reno on April 18th. So April 17th and 18th, CCKRA. Prairie City Karting 4-stroke weekend. Sonoma Rok Cup. Limited 125 Shifters of NorCal. And Northern Nevada Kart Club. And as I mentioned before, gfckarting.com will be supporting his customers at the Sonoma Rok event. And then we go to April 24th and 25th. So on April 24th, we have Bakersfield Kart Club. They have an event coming up. And also kicking off their 2021 season, the Pro Kart Challenge. That's a 2-day event, April 24th and 25th. And then we go to May. Shasta Kart Club, May 1st and 2nd. So again, Shasta Kart Club, May 1st and 2nd. Then we have the Blue Max Kart Club. Blue Max Kart Club is on May 2nd. And once again, the limited 125 shifters of NorCal, they will be heading to Reno for the race number 2 out there at Desert Park Raceway. Limited 125 shifters will be in Reno. Meanwhile, the NorCal 80cc shifter group, they're going to be at the Blue Max event on May 2nd. So 2 special groups, limited 125 shifters of NorCal and the NorCal 80cc shifter group. They are heading to Blue Max for one of their point series races. So that takes place on the weekend of May 1st and 2nd. And then we have May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. I can't wait. Fresh chili rellenos. Should be a good time. And then they have CRC, which is the California Rock Championship. They're kicking off their event at Buttonwillow. And once again, GFC Karting will be in attendance for that event. So CRC will be kicking off their championship series, California Rock Championship, at Buttonwillow on May 7th and 8th. And don't forget, May 9th is Mother's Day. So don't forget about the mothers out there. May 9th is Mother's Day. And so, like I said, there's a lot of racing action out there. And, yeah, if I'm missing your event, let me know. Reach out to me. Like I said, all tracks get their events listed for free. And if you want added details to your events, whether websites or extra promotion on the podcast, we have very, very, very affordable sponsorship packages to give you more attention to the series that you're racing or promoting. So there's a lot of different options there. And give me 1 second. I'm in a hold pattern just mentally. I kind of felt like I was at the track this weekend, but I wasn't. I was spending time with the family. It was Easter Sunday, so I don't really have a recap or anything for this weekend. So I think that's where my mental pause was from. It's like, wait a second, I was not at a track. So yeah, this might be a pretty short podcast tonight. So all the events, let's recap them. KPX opening round this weekend, April 10th and 11th. NCK Road Racing, NCKRoadRacers.com. Actually, I probably had the website wrong. NCKRoadRacing.com is their official website, and they are heading to Las Vegas for the Speed Vegas event. And if you missed it, I had Mark Morrison on last week, and we talked about the event coming up. He gave out a way to get a discount on the event. However, registration ends tonight. I'm sure you can still register at the event if you show up, but you're going to pay more money. Because as of right now, I know pre-registration has closed. They had that deadline, but they are still accepting online reservations through tonight. And again, let's see, that's NCKRoadRacing.com. And the Road Racers are heading to Speed Vegas. We had Mark Morrison on last week. 3 weeks ago, we had Larry Stevens on, who is an avid road racer in the tag classes. And he had a lot of information to give out. So that was a great conversation as well. And again, NCKRoadRacing.com. And Shasta Kart Club. That's all happening this weekend. Next weekend, April 17th and 18th, Central California Kart Racing Association. CCKRA, same series. Round number 2 at Buttonwillow. Sonoma Rok Cup. Prairie City 4-stroke weekend. So that's all taking place on the 17th and the 18th of April. And Northern Nevada Kart Club, NNKC Reno.com. They are having their first race of the year on Sunday, April 18th. And joining them will be the limited 125s of NorCal. April 24th and 25th, Pro Kart Challenge opening race. Also that weekend, April 24th, Bakersfield Kart Club. May 1st and 2nd, Shasta Kart Club. May 2nd, Blue Max Kart Club. Limited 125 Shifters of NorCal will be supporting the club in Reno, NNKC, for their race number 2. And the NorCal 80 Shifters will be at the Blue Max Kart Club on May 2nd. Excuse me. A little bit of a dry throat there. And that's it. That's all I have for you tonight. Short, sweet, simple, 16 minutes and 11 seconds. So thank you for listening. If you find value in this content, please subscribe and like our podcast channel. We also accept donations to keep the project alive, and we're working on other ways of bringing racing action to you, whether it's live broadcasting, etc. So there's a lot of things in the works. Now, keep in mind, I don't consider myself a broadcaster. If you're going to school and you want to get into the media world and you're listening to this podcast and you're saying, I can help this guy sound a lot better, please reach out to me. I appreciate all feedback. I appreciate all help, because by no means am I an expert at this media forum at all. I'm just doing it because I saw a void and just getting the word out there about karting events. So if you feel like you could help out our show, please let me know. And with that, please like our Facebook page. Oh, let me plug the YouTube channel. So this week I uploaded 3 new videos, all on the Mikuni 28mm carburetor. So I uploaded those to YouTube, and the short-term goal for the YouTube channel, you can find it by searching Norcal Karters. Look for our logo. But the goal of YouTube is to hit 1,000 subscribers. Then I can unlock live broadcasting via YouTube. So your help is appreciated. Go search for us on YouTube. Norcal Karters, hit the like and subscribe button. And then also our podcasts are streamed live to YouTube as well. So just another way for you to listen to the information. Well, thank you, and have a wonderful evening.